Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of us taking on the main story for at least a bit of Dragonfable Book 3, The End of Magic. This time I did check to see whether or not all my audio is set up correctly. So it should be set up correctly, I hope. If it's not, say something. And I'm back at my PC, so everything is going better, at least. I would hope so. Okay. That is worrying. Huh. Let me go ahead and close this for a few. And now you're back. Let's hope that this works. Yes, it does. Okay. So, what I didn't say last week after I fixed my audio is that there is a war happening this week and, well, last week as well. That war, we will get to that pretty soon because, let's see, we are almost at the Tournament of Champions, which is when this all starts, really. When Calamity has officially ended and when the Malorus saga begins. As you can see, the main story we're almost caught up on, so this will be interesting. Very, very interesting. But to Seleneska. Since we are doing some of our infiltration missions and some missions as another class, let's go ahead and do this. Has Leon been thanked? I have not seen him, though I was told he is responsible for getting me home. Okay, so this is more Kara stuff that will have to be rewritten. And it is worrying. That is very, very worrying. So now they are gathering their strength in order to do the break-in of the Espina Rosa, and we get to fight as Fluffy. Unfortunately, we will never really see this moveset outside of us being alone, but then again, given that this is quite ridiculously powerful, I think it is the better choice. And I do love this music, and I hope that they will keep this music in at least. Let's see. Dragon Rage. Destroy them all. I like that that Fluffy, both of them, really. That Fluffy and Draco, which is the universe name for Fluffy, if you haven't named this something else, that they both accept their destiny and at the same time have their own take on it. For example, ending of book 1, Fluffy was supposed to save the planet, while Draco was supposed to kill a planet. It never said which one. And while the ending is unfortunately a joke in part, with the 8 orbs of bacon and everything, I do think that it is really amazing. Is this... Shh. Reinforcements are always welcome. Just don't get too close to the very end of that one. So yeah, our dragon is on the way. Unfortunately, this is also happening. This is the flashback, which, yeah, let's not. It does show the somewhat better side of Chania, and that she only wants to help, but I think that's shown better later on. And this part is also just very, very uncomfortable. And we got broken links. And now we are going on in our disguise. That's the last of those wretches. Private. Patrol status report. No injured among the patrol, sir. Although Vince claims the cries of one particular parent wounded his poetic soul. Laughing like it's all just a game, not caring while my soul cries out in pain. What is your game? What is your game? Vincent! I'll shut up now. How are the conditions ahead, Bradley? Have any of paths shifted since the last patrol? None in this section of the jail so far, sir. More, I can't say, sir. There's too much interference from the wards to pick up on the deeper sections of the level. That wretched wind again. Alright, the patrol is moving out. Remember to stay close. It's dark and hard to see down here. If you lose sight of the patrol, you risk getting lost in the maze of pathways. Or worse. Ed! 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 Huh? What? What's wrong with you? Don't tell me you're afraid of the dark. Of course not, sir. Then stop acting like it. I'm reassigning you to rear guard. Your job is to stay behind the guard and make sure nothing sneaks up on the patrol. We don't usually come across any unchained monsters from behind during our second run, but you can never be too careful. Don't let me down. Sir. Elite Patrol, move out. And Yeah, we're going another way. Complex skills. Let's see what those are. Ah, that's just... Well, introduction to the base warrior class. This is human at disguise complex skills. It's also just the base warrior class. And unfortunately, this is a maze. So let me go ahead and look up the answer to this, because let's see. Yeah. 4. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. That's it. It was not again. Oh yeah. Ah. So you can get lost in here. It's unfortunately easy, really, to get lost in here. Which, yeah, that's annoying. It's really mostly annoying to get lost in here. So I'm just going to take the correct path. You can brute force your way through this, which is what I did the first time, I believe. Yeah, the first time I just brute forced me. Yeah, so this is annoying, but unfortunately unavoidable part of it. I really wish that we could get something like this weapon. This sword. Very durable, but totally non-magical. So yeah, if we go down, I'm going to use the simple skills again, because those actually are better. Let's see, then it's left. It's down, and then we need to deal with a Shoggoth. And up. Dragonfable. Dead end? Oh. Ah, it's a map. Perfect. Now I won't get lost. Dragonfable. And we're lost. Completely and utterly lost. Oh, for crying out loud. There's no doubt about it. At this point, I'm sure I'm completely lost. I've probably been running around for hours, maybe longer. I really wish I could tell, but it seems you lose track of time down here too. It feels like it's been an eternity. Oh, come on, Jaina, think. So, it truly is you. But of course, it could only be you. It had to be, just as the wind had told. The wind? Yes, the wind. Your wind. My wind? I'm sorry, I don't understand. The wind tells everyone stories, carrying their words, taking them away. Though the words are taken away, their echoes remain, echoes in the wind. They accumulate words for you, by you, or of you. Make up the wind around you. Make up your wind if you can hear the echoes, the whispers of that wind, then you can hear the bearer of that wind. Wait, you're saying you can hear everything I or anyone ever said concerning myself? No, not everything. Some things, but not everything. The echoes are too many, and too much sound, too much noise. Like the noise of a storm, like the wind blowing through many, many leaves of trees. A chorus, many voices. All come together to make a song, yet every voice is distinct and different, no matter how small a difference. Like a busy tavern, lively in the night, only the loudest of things said, those said again and again, or said by many, can be heard easily. The strongest echoes. Okay, and what does my wind say? Very many echoes. A storm unlike others, a strength, a great strength, but not simply in terms of scale. Hail the hero from as far as asphalt reaches of Ngozoya. Many good a word, praise, thanks and cheers set to your name. Willed or not a friend to many, but many different. Caretaking of many souls, both big and small, and the burden of caring for them, but not being able to save them all. Great titles giver, Red Dragon Slayer, Undead Breaker, Vanquisher of the Great Darkness. More recently, a similar glee to a welcomed return once thought to be lost has been found again. But not all echoes ring so well. Oh? An absence felt painfully. Questions, cries of misery, despair, indignation. Where have you gone? Why have you gone? Why aren't you not helping us, protecting us, defending us? Why did you leave us? Why did you forsake us? Why? Why did you abandon us? So much changes in only a single year, and you, Jaina, have been gone for many a one. I think that you're the mage, Alrin? You are curiously well informed. Now, indulge me, Jaina. Just what in the Avatar's names are you doing in the dark underbelly of the ruined fortress? We can buy the unchained weapons. These are actually very, very pretty. And they are also, unfortunately, very, very energy based. And there are very, very many of them. And apparently we can't use them. The strength from within can break any bond, sever any strain, free you from anything that tries to hold you back. Energy should never be chained. It moves almost like a living thing, breaking through what tries to stop it. Power is such that those who take it can shed any chain, any bond, any attempts to seize them. And I think we could use anything, really. But the level 51s would be the most useful. But then again, that's not what we get. We get the wings of the Unchained. Power. Power enough to make your dreams come true. So yeah, there actually is a thing there. You can buy... Oh, no. Options, character list, yes. Sorry about that, but that's Malorus spoilers. And I would rather not spoil that. I wanted to sell the Wings of the Unchained. Let's see how much I still have place for. Luminite. I don't think we need any more of that. Let me see whether... those things are still useful for something. Yeah, Luminite is just not useful. Oculus Shard. Let's see. Yeah, you can combine 5 to form a weapon, but I don't think we will need that. So we can sell that. Some more Rahan debris. It's also something that we don't really need. Hero pieces, same. We already have the rusted oil there. And the memory fragments. Let me... Dragonfable. Yeah. There are 8 of those, and they don't do anything yet. So 8 or no, there are 7 of those. They don't do anything yet, so those are useless. At the end of magic, the timeline. To Solaneska, Tukra, escape. Let's see. Escape. Does that require you to use your own class? No. It does require you to use your own class. So that means that we can use the cryptic again, yes. I think, at least. I think it requires you to use your own class. And I really want to use cryptic again, because cryptic is actually fun. I don't really like the other stuff. And then let's go heal, end of magic, Solaneska. I said Solaneska. Tukara. Escape. Nothing to say. You could at the very least tell me how it is you know of me. No, yeah. That's nothing much, really. Here are Ed's papers and some more information on your target. Kara gave me some documentation that told me all the basic stuff about you. Your name, a brief description. That's really all there is to it. I just got briefed. Kara Suleima. You bet. It's been a while since I've heard that name. Then again, it's been a while since I've heard any old names, really. I still kinda expected more. What? Like bringing down a set of cell bars, maybe two? I mean, I at least expected it to be a bit harder getting you out of here. But I guess I won't complain if it means we can get out of here sooner. Let's hit the road. Jaina. We can talk all you want after we've gotten out of here. Right now, we need to make a run for it. There's an escape path on the second floor, and we have to get to it before we run into Sophist and his crew. Come on. No. Wait. Jaina. Jaina, please. Jaina. Keep it for later. Jaina, listen. I said not to... Watch out! And that's that. Ow. That hurt. It feels like I had a head-on collision with the gorillafant. Head? You... What? Why are you all looking at me like... Ah. Yeah. So, that's what happens when your mask falls off. No. Oh no, the disguise. No, hold on, I can explain everything. I don't think Sophist is going to listen to an explanation. Get her! Now then. Heal and battle. Stealth. Bye-bye. So yeah, the consequences of this are going to be felt for a long time. I actually I really like just the fact that this storyline has consequences. Like, that's just interesting, I think. I also dislike the way that sad consequences sometimes make me really sad here and there. Then Bradley, Vince, and we are scanned. So, what does scan do? All minus 50. And a plus 50 to hit on Bradley. Luckily, we can go ahead and do something about that. Or we can just, you know, get a defense boost on him. Well, we still have our own bonus to hit, so... we can break through. $25. And we're gone. Mental assassination. Contract complete. So yeah, Bradley, the nerdy assistant, is still capable of dealing a lot of damage. In fact, he's capable of dealing a ridiculous amount of damage. Luckily, we have our own ways to deal with them. And we have a DOT on Vince, so we can actually go ahead and do that. Let's see, DOT, 11 damage minimum. Time for a heal. So that we start with enough mana. Let me quickly make this visible. Guess that armor wasn't going to do me much more good at this point anyway. I need to think of something fast though. We need to get out of here pronto. Private, you do not set off Code Orange without my express permission. I didn't set it off, sir. Then who did? I don't know, sir. Then I'll have to deal with this quickly, my... That should keep them busy for a while. What did you... I used the power of the wards to temporarily annul the rid of their being. The powers of the what? Wasn't that last part by me again? Temporarily annul the rid of their being? Nope, I got nothing. Rescinded the primal aspect of their inner freedom. Fancy schmancy magic-y parallels stuff. The other magical explanations seem to go straight over your head. How about we just skip the magical explanations for now? That works for me. So what exactly was that alarm all about? A group of men have stormed the fortress and are heading your way. Someone storming Espinarosa? Who would be crazy enough to do that? They are not your allies. Shouldn't be unless... Bracelet? Navon? What? Why are you guys here? To help, of course. Kenya! Is that Fluffy? So... Wait, slow down, slow down! I'm going to cook your honey medium charcoal! What are you... That's all! What are they doing? No clue. I don't understand Draconic. You've been gone for years and you come back just to leave me completely alone for weeks? Weeks! Do you? It looks like they're having a bonding moment. It would likely be best if we leave them be. Fire! Fire! No, you. Dracelex, was it? It is. Someone get me some water. Why are you and the others here? It was Leon's idea. Leon? The de facto leader of our own branch of rebels. The rebel cause owes him much as he has managed to raise our profile with his bold provocations and thwarting of the Rose. He even managed to rescue Kara, who had been taken from the Vind and held prisoner in Acanthus's clutches. What do you have to say for yourself? All this recently? Say, but that's not... Yes, while he was in Solonesca, he had caught wind of something going on at Espinarosa, and he gambled that we could be used there. Okay, I get it. Don't argue with the adorable avatar of destruction. I'm sorry. Then come here and let me lick your face all wet. Somehow, all the soldiers we ran into on the upper levels froze just like these ones have. We could not have had better luck. We are in control of the ruined fortress. It is very much the opposite. What do you mean? It is you who have fallen into a trap. Out of the frying pan and into the dragonfire. And we get a black rune dagger. So, let's see what this one looks like. It looks quite pretty. A strange weapon you chanced upon in the endless corridors of the third floor. Although it resembles every bit the uncanny rock of the place, something about it makes it seem more like it was once another weapon entirely. So it's not only a black rune dagger, it's a black ruin dagger. Let's just sell it though. And star-crossed. So, how did your mission go? Let's see. Yeah. Next up, we get the tournament arc, which is fun and allows us to go for the Thorns of the Rose saga. That's it. Trap. What trap and where? Code Orange. That is the trap. Code Orange? The alarm you just heard ringing through the chill. Code Orange is a distress call to Rose headquarters in Swordhaven. And what happens when Code Orange rings? Only the worst. The full might of the Rose's army, as much as can be mustered on sudden notice, is immediately mobilized to the ruined fortress. The full might? But why? To capture the rebels that are attacking the fortress, of course. But who could? Someone in the Rose that surmised that the rebels would target Espina Rosa. And thus it is the perfect occasion to turn the fortress into a rebel trap. Acanthus? Aye. Neither he nor the Rose must know that the hero of Falcon Reach was involved in a plot against Espina Rosa. You must leave immediately. Why? What's so bad about the Rose finding out about this? There's no time for all those explanations. I may have given us a bit of time by interrupting the alarm almost immediately. However, I doubt it will delay them long if Espinarosa continues to remain unresponsive to any communication. We must go. So, it's settled? You're coming with us? It's not really a matter of choice, Jaina. You will need my help making it out of the third floor. After all, Dreislex and Avon's company would not have made it here had I not communicated them the way. So, that voice was me, yes. Hey, wait a second. If we run now, that won't prevent the Rose knowing I was here. What do you mean? The patrol, they just saw my disguise a minute ago and they'd still know with that if we left. Fair point. Ah, I know. There. Now the wind of your little accident is gone. They shall not remember it. And the other 2 weeks too? 2 weeks? Technically, they've known me for more than 2 weeks now. That's how long I've been impersonating Ed. I can only disperse wind when it has not echoed yet. 2 weeks is far beyond the time that wind has echoed. I can do nothing but that chain. Darn it. Where is the real Ed? I wish he was here. There! Something up, Fluffy? I took care of it. Excuse me, but would this ad have the same face as the mask lying over there? Yeah, that's him. Oh, in that case, he's over on the beaches of Espina Rosa, taking a nap. What? How? Just before we were about to set sail to reach the island by boat, Fluffy brought to us a big brown bag, with nothing in it other than a sleeping, snoring Rose soldier. We had no clue why your dragon had taken the trouble of carrying this man all this way, but Fluffy seemed adamant that we bring him along to the island, so we did. You're awesome, Fluffy. I take my payments in really special dragon chow. Hello, farming. That's a really special dragon chow. Is the rare drop for dragon food. It's not the one you can buy, which turns it down from a 600-day grind without spending dragon coins to a, I think, 30-day grind. Yeah, 30-day grind. But the really special Dragon Chow turns it instead into a, let's see, not 60, 120, I think, if you get them all. Hello, farm. And come to think of it, I wouldn't want my disguise lying around here either. Better grab that too. This will do. Granted, it is not perfect, but it will confuse the Rose just enough to keep them off your trail. So, time to hit the road? Aye. Let us go, and quickly now. So, another maze. Here you can actually find some interesting things. You can immediately go to the correct one, or you can go and see the pop-up lines that sometimes show up. One step started the fire. 2 steps burned and screamed. 3 steps, not even the crows had a meal. Run and sprint and dash and stride. Step, step, the fleet-footed cried. My soul's to touch, my wrath to feel. Burning earth, glowing steel. The company's throat guarded, broke like shaft. Say strike hard, the king laughed. All hindrance cleared his royal path. And then there was a design notes puzzle challenge, which in the design notes was where the there are in the poem single letters that show up out of place. So let me go ahead and ban that Twitch bot. Report for big follows bot, submit report, block, close, and banned. So now they are blocked, closed, and banned. So that's done. But yeah, there is a bunch of letters that are standing out in the poem. An N, an O, an R, an S, an T, an D, another D, another D, an E, and two E's, an L, and W, I, G, H, G, I, and an A. And the final thing that it spells out, here lies one who goddess. But the correct option of making it out of there is 2 right. Let's see if this is enough. And yeah, I'm deliberately not healing up here. I just think that's better. Then a left, an up, and a down. And we are at end. I can see the light of the second floor ahead. Almost there. We've made it! Almost. We still need to escape the fortress. That'll be a piece of cake. Let's... Wait, what's that glowing thing up ahead? Glowing thing... What glowing... Sam. Jaina, is everything... What was that? The entrance of Espina Rosa. The rose is here. You must go now. But what about Sam? Sam? The rose soldier? There's no need to worry about him, Jaina. He has been taken care of just as the other members of the rose here have. But, Jaina, you and your allies go. I will stay here and delay the rose a bit longer to make sure you escape safely. There's no way I'm going to allow that. It's fine. I had already planned to go my own way once we had come to this point, to go our own separate ways. But it is doubtful your path of escape was designed with another half-dozen rebels and I in mind. It will be much better this way. I will use the power of the wards one last time before leaving this place to ensure it. There's still a bunch of things I'd like to know. You and I both. Speaking of which, I do have one thing for you before you go. Oh? Since the moment the purpose of your mission here has been clear to me, I've been wondering what exactly motivated Kara to send you on such a dangerous mission for the sole purpose of escaping with me. I am certainly not disillusioned to all the problems that plague you with Rose, but I do know something about the Countess, and I think it is likely is or was that which was sought, something that could help you. What do you know? That the Countess lies to everyone. That the Countess, namely Jaina, lies to Jania, the leader of the Rose. Whatever he plots and schemes about, Jania has been kept out of it and may very well had the wool pulled over her eyes. I haven't really seen anything of Jania lately, or heard. Have you explored and delved into Swordhaven since you came back? Not really. Then go there and get to the bottom of this. That is my wisdom to you. Go! Alright, but only if we do this again sometime. Probably when we don't have chain happy gross crazies on our chill, that is. Now that is something I can agree to. Goodbye, Sam. We'll see you again. I hope. I hope that you don't hold this against me. And remember that everything I told you was true. And this is Stan the Scanorb. He is one of the better pets because he's funny and he gives you a 20 minus 20 all resist on enemies due to scanning them. And now we can go new quests and visit Kara and do this all. However, we first need to go ahead and complete the Tournament of Champions. After this, after we complete the Tournament of Champions, we can go ahead and really find out what exactly it is we are going to be doing. What is all of this? See, we will have caught up with the Calamity Saga. It will have officially ended. But first, let's go to Falcon Reach. And let's talk Dark Devices. The Thorns. After main quest timelines. Let's see where on the timeline it is. Oh yeah, I haven't done those yet. Whoops. Hail, Jaina. Could I have a moment with you? This is Grandiflora. He has these questions and unlocks the Rose Armory. But I don't think we are going to talk with that. The library isn't open. I'm trying to make sense of this mess. I do not get paid enough for this. And that's a face we haven't seen in a while. Hello, Serge. Expense report, residential sewer extermination, 3 years old. Demolition cost projection for the old magic school. Really? They kept 8-year-old timesheets for the city guards? Excuse me? The library isn't open yet. I've got years of boxes of apparently useless bureaucratic paperwork they've archived to go through. And no time to help you find a copy of the Dragon Rogue and the Draco, or the Paladin's Dark Secret, or whatever saucy novels all the board guards read at the moment. No, it's not that. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. Miss Serge? You. You're not getting away this time, Serge. What are you doing here? Attempting to work? For who? Is everything alright in there? Do you think I don't know the precarious footing you're on with Rose? All I have to do is scream and your visit is done. And how do you think they'll feel about the new librarian's other work? Do you really think I'd stick around to find out? How much time do you think you'd have to find whatever it is you're getting paid to find? Hi! Oh, it's fine. The lovely cryptic was trying to help me rearrange the shelves and they fell over. Hello! My bad. Are you sure? Thank you so much for checking down. Now to straighten up this mess. Have a nice day! I'm surveying the situation here for concerned parties. Ooh. One of the king's daughters, for one. Apparently, she's been trying to find out more information about the rose and hasn't been satisfied with what she and her friends have found out so far. Really? You expect me to believe that? I really don't care what you believe. I just want to do the job and get my gold. That, I believe. I need to find more information about the rose too. I think with your help I can get into the Avery Tower through the sewers, and I don't work for free! If you want a chance to finish your job here and get paid any gold at all, then you'll help me break into the tower. And so the hero starts blackmailing people. Fine. While we wait for your dark, make yourself useful and help me fix this ridiculous mess you made. They're just asleep. Don't give me that look. This is as far as I go. According to the plans I found, this leads to the basement of the tower. Do whatever it is you do, and then get out. Okay, if you set off any alarms while I'm in there. If you blow my cover, Jaina, it won't be just a rose hunting you. It looks like someone is sleeping down there. And here are those. Then there is the Sneevil, more empty cages. So yeah, we meet one of the villains of the saga, the Vilmor saga to be exact, and we're going to find out exactly what she knows and what she's doing here. Let's mentally torture this poor nature elemental. And then another one. Yeah, minus 60 out of 150. Means that it's, I think, a 45 percentage. Let's see. It would be it's a 40% reduction in chance to hit. So it's not infinite. Let me put it that way. Bum, bum. Let's see if this is enough. With the criticals it is. Without it, it wouldn't have been. Mushrooms from the fairy forest. But they're missing something. So yeah, the world of lore, magic is integral to a lot of life forms, and without it, a lot of them just are lessened. Really just not as vibrant. Another link to the sewers, but the gate is shut. Let's go ahead and lock this one up in its own mind as well. Locked. I need... And we're going to have a headache. And we get willow bark medicine. Which is junk and so made to be sold. Oh, Jaina, it's always so nice to see you. And if you blow my cover, and I'll hand you to the ends of lore, the beasts and timelines. So we will have an idea of just what is going on in the rows. And why Jania is so difficult. And polarizing in the community just a bit. If you blow my cover while you're in the ivory tower, I will find you and I will end you. Oh. You should not be here. Pretty sure you don't belong locked in a basement either, buddy. Outside is not safe. Inside doesn't seem particularly safe either. You struck first. And now we're up against the Beastmaster. Well, luckily that I'm not using the nature anymore. And the water, really. Let's go ahead and be invincible for a while. Because yes, that is what the Beastmaster does. It's... in model, it's a reskinned Gorilla Fant. Or rather, in actions, it's a reskinned Gorilla Fant. Unfortunately, in actions, it's not. It's quite strong in damage, I mean. It's quite ridiculously strong. But we can do a lot ourselves. Yeah. And then we blind. And we see just what a Beastmaster can do. There is strength in you. And conflict. Really? The giant forest creature that lives in the basement of a stone tower in the middle of a city is telling me I'm conflicted. There is more to a pond than the surface. I know a guy in Show Enough that you'd get along with. Ruh. You invaded. You hurt those I care for. I'm trying to stop the one who captured you and rescue you too. Your methods require improvements. So yeah, a gauntlet of fighting the Beastmaster 4 times, I think. Let's see, Sword Haven story, the Beast. Oh no, 3 times. And yeah, you can see that this guy, he hasn't led the happiest of lives. Let me put it that way. And he's now getting more access to more attacks. So he's not just an identical reskinned Gorilla Fan. Though he still happens to be in most of the time. Oh, damn it. Misclick. Whoops. Now I take full damage and get the stuns if there are any. Humans, you're a confusing race. Long ago, I thought one of you the ways of the Beastmaster. How to tame, how to care. I still dream of the tiny town on the bay. Of the tiny human who would pet the grinder fearlessly. She was my friend. Wait, Grams? Gramercy lives? I'm sorry, but I think she's gone. Was it you? No. Another human. He took my fist. Another drew her blade against my flesh. I was lost. The forest, the elementals. Everything cried out in pain and I could not heal it. Then the frozen one came and gave me purpose again. With shackles? By trapping you inside stone walls? I wonder what kind of human you are. I can see darkness and light, but I fear your head is made of stone. Usually, on heroes that's considered a good thing. So yeah, this is the one who thought Grams, or Gramercy, as her full name is. So yes, she was stuck with the nickname Grams before she was 5 or so. But Gramercy is Gramercy. And even though the one who made the nest might not have been her, might not remember being Grams, might not remember having a granddaughter, at least consciously, she's still a great parent to everyone there. And I like how we haven't gotten a confirmation either way, whether or not the nest Rose member is Gramercy. Let's see. Bum, 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 bum. I should have probably gone ahead and... Oh no. I thought that there was still one left, but let's give it a minus 40% to hit. And yeah, heals every turn. And we've won. Even with a head of stone, you have a heart of fire. I will mourn you after snuffing it out. The front door was available, Jaina. Antagonizing my Beastmaster and his charges was unnecessary. It's time to have a talk with the Archmagus. And the rune chains back item. Huh. I did not know that this bit disappeared when inhaling, as it were. And timelines. I'm sorry I wasn't here to greet you. How have you found Swordhaven, Jaina? Do we really need to exchange nasties? The last time I saw you, it was through a wall of ice you trapped me in. The last time I saw Alexander, it was through a wall of ice I was trapped in after his head had been set aflame. Imagine my surprise, after what seemed like eons of being entombed, at seeing his grinning skull still burning, and seeing all of lore at the mercy of the one that set that fire. Zen isn't my ally. I needed his help to break you out so we could all save Warlick. Alexander was an ally when you freed me, Jaina. You were working together, all to save the one that threatened to consume Lore with fire. And you may have fought Alexander in the past. You may not have liked him, but you chose to put aside your animosity. How was I to know how entangled you were or were not with his madness? You could have asked. So you think I would trust any conversation with the maddened fiery shell of a former friend or his apparent ally? I loved magic once, Jaina. I found wonder in the arcane and using it to learn and to help others. That wonder and naivete was ripped away. For all the good that magic can do, it is still a weapon. A weapon that, in the wrong hands, with the wrong twist of fate, can destroy everything. I can't believe that. There are still those who use it for good, who use it to defend against those who would destroy lore. Is this some kind of sick threat? It's the remains of Swordhaven, the remains of all of lore, in a timeline where you failed to break my crystal prison. But no, listen, Jaina. I know you have knowledge of other timelines. I know you know of the time travel fairies, which is a canonical explanation that got abandoned about 10 seconds after it got made for why you can go into the past and relive time. My heart isn't totally frozen. I wish there was a better way, but I've seen both the worst and the best that magic has to offer this world, Jaina. I've seen it through that mirror. It's a window to the other timelines, and I can view them all. I don't believe you. I can't believe you. It doesn't matter if you do or not. I've seen your worlds where your cruelty rivaled that mysterious stranger. But more often than not, you've preserved as a force of good. I wanted you to have that chance in this one as well. You can go. No, wait, this can't be right. Go. Cryptic. You were given an order. Do not make it hard. Sincere apologies for entering your personal chamber, Lady Jania. We are here to escort the cryptic outside. And it would be best for her to come with us peacefully. And so we know the reason for her obsession with eradicating magic. Psst. Huh? So, did you learn anything you could use? I meant you, obviously. I can't do this right now. Hey, I'm talking to you. Leave me alone. Just just leave me be right now? I need to think. Well then, let's get to the setup of my spot. Which we won't do until next week, I think. But it will be introducing a very fan-favorite character. Or rather, reintroducing one. Really. But yeah, this canonically happens after the Tournament of Champions. Even though the timeline says it happens during. Or before, even. This happens after. This part. Not the other parts. Like, we meet up, do the Tournament of Champions, then invade the tower. And then we go to the setup of my spot. Also, yeah, they deal a lot of damage. Like, a lot, if you hit let them hit you unprotected. Alright, this is a Raven. Light damage, it is. Whoops. See? Damage. This is most definitely the spot. This is the spot almost everything happens. A few hours later. What should I do now? Alexander, Archmage of the tower. So yeah, she torments herself with that. And it's really sad. Like, just this entire thing is sad. She's sad, Zen's sad, Warlick's sad, the world's sad because they're killing the world, that sort of stuff. Really, it's just all sad. Oh yeah, there's this one. Then there's the tournament. This is the tournament. And this is the betrayal thing. Let's see, it is oh yeah, you can get the different weapons. The vital infused rose weapons, which people only really use for their special, which deals 10% extra damage to humans. Because this is not that great a weapon, to be honest. It's a decent level 85 metal weapon, but it's not great. Oh, no, let's see which is the first one of these. Let me go ahead and check. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Let's see, this is Unigad. Unigad is the last one. Let me put it that way. It's not really, but it is presented as the last one. So let's go ahead and go to Swordhaven. This one first.
Hey you. Yes, you. I need something from you. The creatures you fought before, in that place you've already been. You found them, but something's also missing. Go back there and fight them again. Fight, destroy, go and rend. Take and bring back to me their precious Adgasad. I'll have a little reward waiting for you.
Ah. Right. You have to find the Atknal first. So. This is as much of a horror story as it gets for now. But the death animations seem just a bit different. Really, quite a bit too much different. That's not how they used to. They disappear in light, right? That's how it's supposed to be. Right.
there's... I don't think that this is alright. No, there's definitely something wrong here. Yeah. Monsters disappearing like that isn't a good sign. Really, it's a bad sign. Oh, that's Gordalt. That's a trapped trickster and a prankster prisoner. There's something worrying going on around here. Ooh, that only just went right. The monsters just disappeared. What happened? And we got a glob of Hadgesad. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You did really well. Oh, we're going to be such good friends, friend. I'll tell you something, Dad. There's a place, you know it too. No one lives there anymore, but they still do. They're at Gassette, but you should know. These are the ones God had known. Put them out of their misery. Hi. Right. Let's heal and then go ahead, I guess. Oh no. This is... guilt-ridden fiancé, widow. These are survivors of Akraloth. This is a place that got hit by Akraloth, or by Zen, or many of the others.
see, they're up in the sad as well. But they leave behind something, maybe? Do they? Do we know? Was that a shadow? This one didn't make it, I guess. Goodbye, neighbor. A small voice whispers to you in the from the smoke. Memory's a funny thing, isn't it? Was that a shadow? The house is boarding up, but something moved in the window. Someone was preparing a big dinner here, but never finished, it seems. So yeah, this is someone messing with our memory. Just that tiny amount of messing that leads to us really just being sad. Because we have more regrets now than when we did the training for Cryptic. We have more recent regrets. And all the ones that training didn't get up, but we have since. The air is heavy with regret. There's practically nothing here. Not even burnt remains. Did someone leave before the fire? Or is this an older regret? An older grief? These are not only our regrets. These are the regrets of people who lived here at Gazette. Prey on those. And become those. There is a doll behind this fence. Its miniature robe is charred and part of its face is burned beyond recognition. You try to enter, but try as you might, you cannot bring yourself to open the door. There is an open book and a plume on the table. Someone stopped writing that sentence and spilled the ink. A friend left behind. So many friends were left behind. You can hear the laughter of parents and their children. So yeah, kids game, eh? And an immolated family, basically. An immolated neighbor. A deceased husband and a buried betrothed. So many people who didn't make it out and whose regrets still linger here. This just doesn't make any sense, but someone needs help. I mean, you're helping, right? You got an no infused Rosehound. We are helping, right? Let's just sell that one. Because we don't need more clutter, and we're already getting quite a bit. Also, Hero Blades and Kickstarter. If you were a Kickstarter, you got these for free for the AQ3D campaign, and the Blade of Heroes as well. Or well, rather, you got a Kickstarter token, and then you got the Kickstarter spear. I believe that I have that one somewhere, but I don't know where. Alright, and there was also the Kickstarter sword, which I think was the one I got. or something. I don't know what I did with that. I know that I kickstarted it, but I don't know if I ever actually received it or paid attention to it, really.
Hello, 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 hello there, hello. You've been doing such a good job. I just can't help but say hi with an anchor. But friend, I'm going to need more Adgasad. If I am to make something special something, for those I know who really got it coming, you're a person of justice, aren't you? Then you understand. Yeah. I need 5 different kinds of Adgasad to execute this plan. I have Adgasad and Adno. I'm so close to finding him and you, but for Bradiquid, I know what to do. There's a place down below with Bradiquid happened twice there, times ago. Even if that has passed into the past haunts the future, which has become the present at last. Be careful of what you find. And we are in the past, the present that lasts. Do we see someone? Anyone? Is anyone here? That doesn't look good. Oh, the past haunts the present at last. Humiliation and destruction of a nation. And I forgot to heal. Ooh, a hit got through. And hitting all enemies isn't tenable. 1, 2, and 3. Let me go ahead and heal and look up what those words mean, actually. Sad. That's sad. Let's see. It is abhorrence. Argno is remorse. And now we are hunting for Bradiquid, which is betrayal, I believe. Yeah, betrayed.
No, is remorse. Oh. Then there is mourn and solitude left. Tomix. Tomix. This is regicide. An understandable thing given what happened here, but Tomix. Divinity defiled. Another humiliation. This is what the Chaos Weavers felt. You feel a sense of dread walking too close to the door, but I'm not going. Wait a minute. That's Conan. Conan. Are you there? Regicide and humiliation. Oh no, a dead end sign and no sign of the cloud key? Huh? This is wrong. This isn't what happened then. Conan isn't supposed to be here. Chania? Who is there? Who is it that we left behind, that was betrayed? Valencia. But we resolved that. We helped your father, right? Alexander. Alexander's regrets, even now, still haunt him. And Gramps. Or well, who we thought was Gramps. Now, be good, little pet grinder. Just roll over and play Dad. Be a dear and let Gramps take care of you.
Now, be a good little pet grinder. Just roll over and play that. A light weakness, which I should have expected, really. So, you can get these. The infused weapon. Although it's shielded, this weapon seems to make you feel safe and secure. Mostly. You can't help but be a little suspicious of everyone else, right? Only a little. Only a little. Rams. Why? And we got the cape. That is unfortunate, but yeah. We'll have to deal with that. Back. Back. The reward is the upgraded version of the, infused rose helm, or rather, you can buy them for points. Hey, you! Yes, you! Happy birthday to you! What? It's not your birthday? Oh well. Remember how it wasn't really that long ago? That it started with 1 request and 2 and 3? And now look at how far you've come. So far for me! I could lose my head again. But now I found the remaining cassette. Both of them in one spot. You'll like it a lot. Find me Unigad. Bring me them. Here, back here. And if you give me a little time, I'll show you what I've got in mind. So, thanatophobia, fear of death. Terraphobia. Let me look that up. The others are 2 thanatophobias, right? Yeah. And for 1. Oops, sorry about that. Knocked over my glass, which luckily was empty already. Terraphobia is the fear of monsters. Appropriate, is it not? That would be the representation.
2 crits.
Really? Really? I get to deal with 2 crits? Who is there? Oh. Just a normal miss, huh? Oof, and they're gone. And it's only 25 immunity. Of course I would get it. Heavy panting, like from a rabbit wolf, is coming from the surrounding trees. This is clinophobia, the fear of being under the bed, of going to bed, rather. An appropriate form, since that one model was used only once before as a monster under the bed. Let me go ahead and heal. Two small pairs of footsteps running away. I hope they got away from whatever they were running for. Necrophobia, an irrational fear of death or dead bodies, rather than thanatophobia's dead or death. Okay, I did not know that that could crit for that high, or rather that I could crit for that high. There are 7 of these, so the next battle will most likely be a triple battle. Most likely, though, isn't 100% guaranteed.
You glance through a window and something with burning eyes and sharp teeth stares right back at you. Oh. Okay. So yeah, I wonder if any of you have already figured out what this is. If you do let me know. Whose past this is, rather, to be more specific. And we are at max paranoia. Veil. Veil is trapped here by her fears. By her past. And then we drink a mana potion. So yeah, this is the Welsh saga, basically. This is a bunch of Welsh words that are the globs we are supposed to gather, which you can then use in order to face your fears, face your enemies. And let's hope for a happy ending, shall we? So, where exactly are these Warren and Uniget things? Please, please don't go, Edgar. I'm not Edgar. Father, mother, the villagers, they're all gone. Please, you're all I have. Please, don't leave me, Edgar. What a fearfully lonely soul. And we get a glob of Uniget. Uniget is solitude. Thing. And you can also get the glob of Mern in there, which is a necklace, which is one of the items that you can combine into a necklace. Then let me go ahead and heal up the reward. Here, you can combine them into a necklace. Okay, let's see then, where do you get these? At this so, you get a glob of Attingo and a glob of Atgeset. Then you combine that with each other, you get a condensed blob, I mean. Then you combine a glob of Mern and a glob of Bradigwet. You get a condensed speed blob. You combine those, you get a condensed sea blob. And you combine that one with a glob of Uniget to get the final reward from this quest line. Well, I guess enough time should have gone by now. Alright, let's get this over with. Watch that one. Huh? That wasn't there before. A broken doll? Am I supposed to do something with this? Let me go ahead and check whether or not... Yes, this is far enough that there's no more overlap. Hey, you! What are you doing here? Why were you hiding? Come on, speak up. Are you responsible for all this? I am guilty of no crime, my lady. I'll be the judge of that. Strange things have been happening here, and I want to know exactly what you were doing, snooping around. If that is your wish, I suppose I have no choice but to oblige. Well, it better be good. Would you please have a kernel of food or coin for some to spare? You want food? Precisely. How does that answer anything? My lady, it answers
everything. How? Because when you're a hungry street orphan as I am, that is what you do. You go about begging food to fill your empty stomach. Do you have any food to spare? I don't have any food on me, but I probably have a coin. That would be nice. Okay, just hold on a second. Ah, here. Hey, here you go. 1 gold for you. On second thought, then gold coins would be much better. And the orphan grabbed the doll. Oh no. Kid, put the thing down now. I don't want to. Put that down. It feels like home. What? I don't know why, but when I'm holding this doll, it is as if I'm with someone who knows what it's like to find their home on the street. Being afraid of what'll come tomorrow. If I have enough food to eat, or whether I'll have to steal so that my stomach doesn't hurt. That feeling of being angry, or of something being wrong, or sad even. When I see other kids going by, holding their parents' hands, I feel so very alone. There just isn't any place for me anywhere.
So, you do admit to stealing? I thought I warned you what would have happened if I were caught stealing, but I guess you didn't listen.
What? But
Backtracking isn't going to help you this time, since we have a witness.
What is happening? But this isn't the choice I get to make.
And that means you should get scot-free for breaking the law?
No, but
Then stealing is stealing.
You can't be serious. He's just a kid.
Well, if you're intent on obstructing the law, I can get really serious. Come on, kid. You'll be coming with me down to the outpost. Stop right there. You'll be coming with me to the outpost. That's what someone who's completely heartless would say, isn't it? It's funny. A few years ago, I felt pretty much the same as this kid did. Granted, I've never lived on the streets, but after my father's fields all burned down one year and there was nothing but hunger that filled the pit of my stomach for months on end, you'd think I'd know pretty well what the kid was talking about. But I guess I'm just a horrible person and a terrible father. I have a wife and a child. She's exhausted from childbirth. She almost miscarried when the day came. I can't bring enough home on my guard salary for her to recover properly. And I'm not around enough to take care of Sunshine.
Sunshine?
My baby girl, my sweet little Sunshine. Atno. His name is Atno. Now Atno is talking.
Oh, that's a pretty name.
I'm horrible. I've never been good at all with names, but we thought it would be so nice to give her a name that said how much a presence meant to us and felt in our lives. The chief told me I would never get that promotion I wanted so badly. In order to help my wife and daughter after I let go the last thieving, starving kid. I thought it was better that way, but apparently it isn't for those I care about. I can't help anyone. Not the law, not this kid, not my wife and daughter. Not even myself. I'm a horrible father. I'm a horrible father.
Stop! Stop saying that. You can't say that about yourself. You just can't give up like that.
But I'm horrible. I'm horrible.
You're the best father there is.
How can it possibly be true?
Because I've never lived a day in my life with someone to call a parent. And I can tell that if I had someone who worried about me as much as you did for your daughter, then I'd find them to be the best father in the world. I know it. Maybe this sounds strange, coming from a kid who lives on the street and all, but please don't give up for your daughter that you care so much about. I'm sure there's a way. I should get going now.
Hold on a sec, kid.
Yes?
Thanks for saying all that. Come to think of it, I think I might know how to solve part of your problem.
Solve my problem?
Yeah, sort of. Do you know Anders?
The blacksmith east of the gates to the court?
Yeah, I often tour around his place while I'm on duty. He's recently told me that due to the sheer volume of orders for equipment from the rows he's been getting, he's been considering finding a boy to help around his forge. He said he'd pay them an apprentice's wage, and if they work well, he might even consider taking them on as a real apprentice. You should find Anders and tell him I send you. He'd trust my word for it.
That's very thoughtful of you, but I don't think it will work, even if I worked hard for it. And trust me, I would. There's one thing that wouldn't change.
And that is?
I don't have a home. I could earn some money, but I'd still be on the street. And I would get robbed by adults, or worse.
Then why don't you just come home and stay with me? Listen, everything would work out. I might be gone for long hours at times on duty, but you could take care of your little sister while I'm away. And with mine and your wage during the day, it would more than pay to keep us stable. What would you say? Would you take care of my little sunshine?
To make it special something for those who've really got it coming. You're a person of justice, aren't you? Then you'll understand.
The reward. Agno and Atkiset condensed into a singular pulsing mass. Well, and Bradiquid condensed into a singular shifting mass. A fading, growing, writhing mass of combined emotions. It needs a unifying force. Are you feeling it? Buffs you and debuffs enemies, scaling a small amount off of your charisma stat. The Atkiset doll. I thought this would be a nice note to end on for today, especially given that I have been streaming less these past few weeks. I thought I'd make it a bit of a longer stream. See you all next week.